ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kan.
Earlier on ni pé Thomas Lagos state government ọkàn waste owó wọn láti wá parọ́ fún wa pé test yẹn wà inconclusive ni actually owó taxpayer no waste because nǹkan bá wà inconclusive then it means you have to take another step to find the root cause of that thing. So I'm calling something like inconclusive. That's the end of it. No, it's not being done anywhere. If it's inconclusive, then they have to go a step further to look for another method to find the root cause of the problem. So I can't wait to taxpayer. So I come and barrister Shitu. I'm a barrister in senior advocate of Nigeria. Shitu, one stupid. So I want to definitely on my take up because anyone inconclusive. Then I do the next thing. We are bones, and in this time around, flesh low. Only P not size or whatever not low. So now let's go for the bone. Let's go for other things because Okototi for many years. Actually, low bones a lot to autopsy. So then they have to do it again. So so we should just continue to put pressure. Once about put pressure to pay one on rest, on stable, on can't feel rock running. Put pressure on you, okay, so from there, I will okay, the next line of action. So okay, my autopsy bones. So I only have to fund again. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Yeti 70. Ẹ̀yin lóko. Yeti 70. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks to everyone, the panelists and the commentator. In cutting first on it, there's a man say something about Oshale or something like that. Ṣé ó jẹ́ kí Daddy Mohbad fún wọn ní consent ni? Táwọn family Daddy Mohbad bá lè ṣe ní Èkìtì kán lọ ṣe now. Is it not part of the family? Kán ṣì fi traditional náà kún. And secondly, bí nǹkan tí woman yìí sọ ní western country egungun òkú tó ti kún 100 years wọ́n mọ ibi tí òkú yẹn family tí wọ́n tó jẹ́ tó bá egungun lásán wá check anything 100 years là ń sọ yìí ká má wà ní èèyàn kan dẹ̀ to mention about the Timothy one was buried direct to the soil. Ẹ mọ̀ pọ́n lọ hide ti Timothy ni eléyìí wọ́n gbé sínú pósí ni so kí ló ń sọ because nonsense result ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń mú wáyé we are not fool and ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run crunch queen my sister you know I love you I like the way you always talk but ẹjọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfi very dark man sílẹ̀ ó ń ta lára ni ló fi sọ̀rọ̀ ìtara pé bó ṣe ó love Mohbad ìtara yẹn bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ara Mohbad ló ń dùn ẹjẹ́ àfi sílẹ̀ torí àwọn idiot àwọn anti-justice yẹn inú wọn máa dùn because ọmọ ìpọ́ta wọn ni very dark man. That's the only thing Tife said because everybody have said everything but by the grace of God I always have a positive mind me like when you might bring negative vibe on the platform. Positive vibe is very good. Eja mani positive vibe because it go with our spirit as well. Ejo nítorí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má jà máa ní rẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. Ọlọ́run á fún wa ní justice. And tí Wunmi, if you don't want to do the DNA, leave all the property for Mr. Joseph Aloba because that is the head of the family. Tó bá lọ ṣe DNA, no property for Liam. Because ìwọ ló ní Mohbad ló jogún fún Liam and how can a 5-month-old kó jogún bàbá ẹ̀ nígbà tó wà láyé so ṣe DNA no property nothing even you as well ìwọ tí ẹ ń ṣe òun ṣe Aloba even Liam is not Aloba I don't care what people said èmi náà ní grandchild I don't care Liam is not Aloba until you do the DNA. It's not Mohbad child. Káwọn èèyàn máa gbé àwọn idiot tó máa ń gbé Liam and Mohbad together. Come on, this is kini is written all over Liam now. Ẹ̀yin gan lẹ jẹ́ kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ negative to Liam. This anti-justice. Liam is not Aloba. Capital. No, it's not Aloba. ẹ gbà sí skọ́ọ̀lù yín ẹ lè push ọmọ tí kò ń ṣe ọmọ èèyàn fún èèyàn ẹ ya wèrè ni ẹ dẹ̀ lọ push ẹ fún ìjọba Lagos State ẹ gbé fún ìjọba Lagos State now come and look after because Lagos State ló hold the justice because the police officer speak to this man Berekete that is the Lagos State hold their hand ẹ ti gbàgbé so àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn ọmọ kankan o Lagos State ló hold the hand wọn and that is Sanwó-Olú ló hold the hand wọn na that is Sanwó-Olú tí Sanwó-Olú náà bá gbàdúrà ẹ̀ tó ń dùnnú tó gbogbo nǹkan tó ń dùn mọ́ Sanwó-Olú tó ń wò àṣẹ̀rìn ó máa dìbànújẹ́ fún ni ó dà o.
My sister Yeti 70, I appreciate you. Honestly, I do. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. God bless you so much, sis.
Can I talk, please?
Uncle Emma, ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin kọ́ ló kàn, excuse me sir, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ má bínú. Uncle Emma, is it Mr. or brother? Àbí daddy? Daddy Emma, Uncle Emma, brother Emma.
Hello ma. Hello ma. Ẹ kọ́ lẹ́ máa gbogbo lé o, ẹ kọ́ lẹ́ o. Hello.
Gbogbo ilé ń gbọ́ sir, your submission please. Gbogbo ilé ń gbọ́, your submission please.
Ṣé rí inú mi dùn fún gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó ti ń sọ látàárọ̀. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú yìí gbogbo alamọ̀ ń pé tí nǹkan bá ti kángun sáwọn tó ń jẹ́ olórí wa yìí wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ bò mọ́lẹ̀ ni. Ká ní pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọdé yìí ká ní pé ó fọ̀ síbì kan tí ò attach mọ́ wọn ni wọ́n máa ti take justice even though in a week but owó kíní yìí ṣe rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àdúrà tí madam yẹn gbà lẹ́kàn yẹn ń pé àyàfi tí èdè bá ti lè mú Ọlọ́run nìkan láṣìírí wọn ò ní tú àṣírí wọn máa tú torí àwọn alágbára ìlú yìí wọ́n mọ̀ pa gbogbo kíní yẹn bẹ̀ẹ̀ tó mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n tó bá ti fa gbùrù àwọn táwọn ń lò àbáwọn tó ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ àdúrà tèmi ń gbà fún wọn nìyẹn mo nà pé lágbọ́ Ọlọ́run àdúrà yẹn máa ṣe mọ́ wọn lára because ọmọ tí ò ṣe kíni ok wọ́n tún gbọ́ ọmọ àlè wá fún ẹ tún jẹ́ kán tún tọ pinpin ẹ̀ àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ẹ tó dì wọ́n lọ́wọ́ mú Ọlọ́run máa rẹ́jọ́ dá o nǹkan tó kàn ń dùn mí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ìgbà tí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run bá dé nìsín àwọn tó ń mọ anything tó ń mọ nǹkankan ni wọ́n máa jẹ nínú ìyà yìí in fact ṣẹ́rí inú mi dùn fún ètò yìí o ká ló lè máa lọ káàkiri báyìí níbẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn stations gbogbo àwọn TV station wa àwọn radio station oníkálukú wọn ń bẹ̀rù torí láìsẹ̀nsì rẹ̀ ní tíjọba gbé fún wọn none of them can come out and speak out the truth gbogbo wọn ọ̀n lè jáde láti sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bó sórí rédíò nísìnyí abẹ́ pè sórí program kan lórí rédíò tẹ́ bá ti gbẹ́nu lé ọ̀rọ̀ ìjọba báyìí wọ́n máa cut yín off ni torí pé kí ni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé níyẹn kọ́ máa query àwọn kọ́ máa sísè láìsẹ̀nsì àwọn gbogbo orúkọ báyẹn adékíní kan wà lọ́rọ̀ wa ní ìlú yìí torí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí Nàìjíríà go better Nàìjíríà ṣe kí ẹ wò ṣe rí èpè kọ́ o kò lè dáa because gẹ́gẹ́ bí àpẹẹrẹ kí máa ṣe kà èmi fún mi mọ̀ pé ká ni mò ń ṣe o ẹ wá ní mo kú iṣẹ́ pé mo ṣe eré ẹ jọ̀ọ́ báwo ìfẹ́ ronú láti ṣe rere mi ì lè ronú láti ṣàánú ọmọlàkejì mi pé ọmọ tí mo tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yìí tí ò ṣẹ̀ mí tí mo tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lélẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí mo tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ tẹ̀ tún gbóríyìn fún mi so tí máa fi gé orí èèyàn tí máa fi agbárí èèyàn mú mi àbí kí máa fi agbárí èèyàn bóúnjẹ sí inú mi ò ní kàákún ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí kínní yẹn ó jẹ́ nǹkan bàbàrà tó yẹ pé àyàfi tí ìwà yẹn tó bá dópin ní ìlú yìí ní ìlú wa yìí ló tó lè ní ìlọsíwájú bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ìwà yẹn bá ṣe ń continue ẹ má jẹ́ tàn àyàfi ayé mi tọ́lọ́ bá dá bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ayé kan tá a wà yìí torí ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láti gba àwọn fọ́fadà wa before kí Nàìjíríà gan tó gba òmìnira ní gbogbo kí ni ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ò rí bí nǹkan ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ wo bí nǹkan ṣe rí nísìnyìí àwọn kan sọ pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn kan ní ó dára àwọn kan ló ti bàjẹ́ 9 years in a power nothing to show up ìwà àbàjẹ́ ń gorí ìbàjẹ́ sí ni ẹ̀ ń pa àwọn aláìṣẹ̀ bọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀ àtàwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ àti ẹ máa lọ já ọgbọ́n sẹ́wọ̀n ó wá dé pé olódodo gan ò lè jáde mọ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ torí oníkàkú ń bẹ̀rù ikú ẹ jọ ọdún ibo la fẹ́ bá ilé ìjà sí ibo la fẹ́ bá ilé ìjà sí irú ọgbà justice yẹn sì báyìí gbogbo wọn their tips wọ́n ti tips gbogbo wọn á ní ẹ mo fẹ́ lù sí iṣẹ́ mi ẹlòmíà ni wọ́n gbowó fóun wípé wọ́n tún fi kú lọ pé tó bá ti sòótọ́ wàá kú bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá ti parọ́ wàá gba owó wàá tún gba promotion ẹ jọ ọdún wọ́n dẹ̀ bímọ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa wọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì wọ́n máa gbàdúrà pé olúwa jẹ́ kọ́ wọn mi ṣe rere wọ́n á gbọ́ fún pásítọ̀ àníkàn dìde fún bọ̀dá lágbájá àwọn náà ra màálù ìkórè àwọn náà ṣe báyìí kíkẹ́ náà ra ìlú fún akọrin náà ṣe gbà whereas ibi tí wọ́n ti ń rí owó wèrè wọn lélẹ̀ ẹ jọ ṣe rí ẹ jẹ́ ká máa pariwo báyìí kí ìjọba Sanwó-Olú kàn jọ kàn gbọ́ kò lórí kéèsì káwọn tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn kàn ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn because ṣe rí kínní kò yẹ pé Nàìjíríà ọmọ kan tó lè ṣe o láàrin 2 to 3 days Nàìjíríà máa find out ẹni tó pa ẹni wọ́n máa find out nǹkan tó gbogbo information yẹn pátá aláwọ̀ tó lè get ẹ̀ láwọn tí Nàìjíríà ń sanwó fún tó ń gba sálárì tó lè pè wọ́n ní ìjọba amúnimóògùn but wọn ò lè ṣe é because àtàwọn àtọ̀gá wọn àdẹ́ṣẹ́ rí owó kínní ẹ má jẹ́ tọ̀ yín tá a máa rí oṣù 2 sí 3 síbi tá a wà yìí kéèsì yẹn wọ́n máa dá yẹ̀ dáhùn bọ́n bá tún wá rí òótọ́ gan wọ́n á gbé dé court wọ́n máa adjust ẹni wọ́n á ní there are some things táwọn ṣe ń try láti ṣe finance thoroughly àbí nǹkan kan wọ́n máa fò òyìnbó ńlá kan torí wọn nǹkan Nàìjíríà ní ìsìn yìí tí wọ́n á gbé kínní àṣírí ti fẹ́ tú wọ́n máa gbé òyìnbó ńlá kan òyìnbó tó thick ní wọ́n máa fi qualify so that wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé at least gbogbo àwọn tó lè túmọ̀ òyìnbó yẹn ìgbà táwọn bá ti yí tán pé táwọn ti ń sọ̀tọ̀ pé wọ́n mi ò lè para mi èmi ní kọ́kọ́ mu hàn nílùú àwọn ìyá dákẹ́ àwọn ní trade tó mọ̀ ń pa òyìnbó yẹn àwọn yóò tẹ̀ ní ríro àwọn máa yẹ kí ni wọ́n máa lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé òyìnbó yìí lágbára ìjọba mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe so ẹ jọ̀ọ́ a máa kún fàdúrà náà ni ń pé gbogbo àwọn ìrìn tó ń gbé nínú ayé tí Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè dá tó ń gbatẹ́gùn Ọlọ́run sára tó ń jẹ ìgbádùn nínú iṣẹ́ Olúwa tó dẹ̀ tún ṣèkà tó dẹ̀ pàdé àpòpọ̀ pẹ̀lú bí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ṣe ní níyànjú kí Ọlọ́run ọba àwọn màláíkà tó ń ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ òní kán bá já ogun sí wòwò kán ṣẹ̀sín láti ayé ìdí ọ̀run so ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń lè sọ mà ẹ ṣé gan mà.
So Mr. Emmanuel, anyway, I want to say something. That's your please mute. That's your opinion that, sorry, but that's your opinion that in 2 months. Okay.
tó tó gbé o mo ń pè fẹ́ pè pa.
Bọ́dá Láti kí ló dé egungun ẹ fílẹ̀?
Mi lè filẹ̀ owó ni. Ẹ máa sọ yín lọ, Perry.
Okay. You said in 2 months' time that they are going to bury the case. Anyway, that's your opinion, Sha, but we want positive vibes here, please. So we'll get justice, inshallah. Anyways, like a pet cage. It's not your turn, Chessman. Pet cage.
Hold on.
sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jọ̀ kẹ́ tó pé pẹ́sìtì ṣé ẹ lórí nǹkan tí Mr. Emma sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn nípa ti àwọn mẹ́díà ṣé ẹ ti ẹ̀rí àwọn mẹ́díà tó yẹ ẹlẹ́bọ̀dọ̀ jù láyé àtọ̀run àwọn ní BBC Yorùbá tí Wùmí bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn BBC Yorùbá ìsọdún yẹn wá ti gbé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí spade sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Primeboy sọ nídìí ìta àwọn BBC ò rí gbé wọn ò lọ Aláròyé nìkan ló lọ but BBC bó ṣe Wùmí ló sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn wọ́n ti ní Wùmí sọ pé òun wá refugee Wùmí ní wọ́n threat life wọn àwọn BBC olórí burúkú yẹn wá ti máa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Wùmí but wọn ò rí ọ̀rọ̀ Primeboy gbé wọn ò ní rí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Mohbad tó sọ̀rọ̀ gidi wọn ò ní rí gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ya Wùmí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ya Mohbad pé wọ́n threat ọ̀hún làwọn BBC olórí burúkú yẹn á máa gbé.
Okay, pet cage.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I think every inquest is meant for fact finding. That's to know the cost of death.
Death of Ilerioluwa.
But this very one is to cover the cost of death, which is very wrong. I don't know why in Nigeria, Nigeria is always the one to break the Guinness Book of Record negatively. This inquest is meant to find the cause of death. Okay, if you are finding the cause of death, when you are to do this autopsy, how many people from Baba's side was there when the specimen was taken? How many do we have medical personnel who knows about autopsy? No. What we had was Blessing was there. Who is Blessing? What does Blessing know? And at the end of the day, they are bringing out this kind of result. It shows that this result is contestable. The legal team should contest this result because it's not proven that yes, it is from both parties, the government and the father of the son. The father of the son is not aware if it's properly taken and if it's properly done. Why? Because his medical representative, they were not there. So this need to be reconducted. That is fact. We cannot take this result. Yes, I will align my thought with the woman that said inconclusive does not mean that they have given their results. Inconclusive means that other bodies can go and do same and see if there will be results. Because they are inconclusive is not the political terms in which they say inconclusive and they just give power to whom they want to give power to. No. In this case, we are not going to allow that to happen. Inconclusive in this case means they have tried their best. They said they could not find anything. Fine, they cannot give result. We will now go and do ours. And if the inquest rejects ours, we will go to the criminal court and to present it. And this is why I'm going to advise that whoever that is saying Mohbad should be, court, we might still be going for another autopsy. So in this, the legal team has a lot of work to do. One, and that was why I'm angry at Mr. Muiwa. I know vividly, I asked him that hope our own result will be available before the next inquest. He didn't give a specific answer to that. And this is something that is achievable, but the way he's speaking, it looks as if it's not achievable to him, but it is. So I think anyone that is close to him or to Baba should tell them that all these too many stories we are talking, we also need to put action into it by making sure our own autopsy is done and the result is available. So in the next inquest, we can use it to challenge that of the government. Okay, so and then secondly, everyone, they are just playing game of covering the whole thing. 2 days ago or so, I heard when I think who was reading it? Is it York Daddy or so? No, okay, is it York Daddy or Papariano? One of them was reading about Arifa and this other person when that was released from Vanguard, trying to clear the king, that they were a kind of cyberbullying and all that, they are just trying every means to cover. Why do I bring this up? Is at every given time, we need to make use of the medias. Like this issue of this result now, I'm expecting from the legal team, from Baba's team, to go to one of the to go and disregard the result. They should take it to media to talk about it, that we will not take it. So it looks as if everything we're doing, we are just being slow, and it's like we are saying we maybe somehow accepting. Nobody is accepting this result. We need to go to the media and talk about it. Let the people know the game the government are playing concerning this issue. If you don't press them, if you don't shout on them publicly, they will not remove their hand to allow who commit this crime to go for it. They will keep covering it. So it's high time we engage them, just as they are engaging us with their power, that they have power to shut us up. We also should engage them with the media, just as we are doing here. We should do it also in the media, the TV stations. Go to some of the TV stations that will allow you to speak. Speak. I'm expecting all this. Please, enough of we just coming, talking. We have been talking. We are brilliant people. But now let's push it further. Meeting the right organizations. Let's pour our hearts out to them. I believe by now the copy of the autopsy they read, the fake one they read, they should have it by now and analyze it. Please, God will help us.
Thank you so much, Pesky. So, Chess Man.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
I'm actually happy that Crunch Queen is on here. So I'm not quite sure if you have any link to the legal team. I'm going to make a couple of points, okay? Now, Arifa and Veron, okay, they were arrested for probably defamation, okay? Westo is in hibernation for the same thing. Now, the publication that came out yesterday, Zahara Reporters, True Wumi, okay? Now, when it comes to defamation, there are two elements, okay? We got libel, we got slander, okay? Now, that publication that came out yesterday is libel against Baba Mohbad, okay? And that is like a big thing, reputational damage, a big thing, reputational damage, a big thing, reputational damage. Well, and she alleged that it was Baba Mohbad that sent people to come and stab Mohbad. She should have been petitioned as well. I can assure you, if they arrest Mama Mohbad, she will talk. That is plain and simple defamation. Baba didn't send anybody to kill anybody. That is a big time allegation against Baba Mohbad. And they're watching. The legal team should do something, because look at Aristo and what they did to Arifa and Vera. We should do the same thing to them. Petition anybody, even the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. If they can bring Mama Mohbad in, I can bet my life on it. We're going to get justice. She will talk. Busted, they will talk. I can assure you, she will talk. So this is a chance for us to get arrested. Petition her, bring her in. I just thought I should just say this. I know, Crunch Queen, you might have connection with these people. If you want to speak to them, please. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, house. Good afternoon, good morning, everywhere we are.
Mr. Femi, sorry, Chessman Tiboleni. Okay. Crunchy Queen, are you there, ma?
Prince Perry.
Yes, ma. Someone just asked you a question now.
Okay. I'll be careful to respond because this is legal and I don't want to dabble into legal matters, thereby exposing some internal arrangements. But what I would say is that the current legal team structure that we have now, they know what to do. And I believe that it is not up to us to teach us their job. Nice suggestions. And I know that based on what Baba Mohbad said today on the Bukky Justice platform, they are not going to take that Sahara Reporters publication lightly. So definitely, I'm sure that the legal team will step up and take up that libel case against Sarah reporters and Wumi Cynthia Adebanjo. So, Chessman, I'm optimistic, like you said, and like every other one, that this one will not be swept under the carpet. They will not just publish whatever they want and they feel nothing will happen. I believe Sanshitu and the rest of the legal team will do something concerning this particular report.
Okay, thank you so much. Chessman, so she has replied you. Thank you so much. Mr. Femi. Okay, probably is busy. So, Brother Lati. So, let's take a break by playing music.
Sorry. I just want to add one thing. You know, I'm in Nigeria now, and my in-law, I was with him yesterday, and he lives in Lekki. He doesn't know anything about TikTok. A lot of people in Nigeria doesn't know anything about TikTok. You know, they don't know. And secondly, wọ́n go gbogbo wọn ti rò pé ẹjọ́ Mohbad ti die down. Wọ́n mọ kankan until ìgbà tí mo wá refresh everything, and he was doing wow. She understand. A lot of people in Nigeria wọ́n kò dákẹ́ ni, especially àwa tá wà ní out of the country, land push a lot. So anybody tó bá ní family in Nigeria, ẹ jẹ́ ká refresh wọn, kàn lọ sórí TikTok. Instagram ni most of them were just of fake life, don't live in Instagram, but TikTok, ó máa jẹ́ kán mọ̀ a lot about this justice for Mohbad. Please, thank you very much.
Okay.
Add to what this last speaker said. Sorry.
Okay.
My own younger brother, I was just talking about this. He said, please forget it. We in Nigeria, everyone has moved on. Everyone is just looking for their money, how to feed. The country is hard and all that. That is why we need the media. It is the media that will reach out to the people, because most people, they listen to news, they listen to radio stations, they listen to TV stations, but not everybody visits TikTok. Not everybody can even afford to put data on their phone. You understand? So it is through the media we could to ourselves. So for we to refresh their mind or memory, we need the media. And that is why you see the other side, they are making use of the media. So people now will know that, oh, the person we are thinking is at fault. She's not the one at fault. So we also need to use the media. Thank you.
Yes, they are making use of the media because they are using our brother's money to pay media. So, and they know that Baba Mohbad is carpenter. So, no matter how they do, you'll get justice eventually. So let them do whatever they like. They know past God now. So I want to, for those people that didn't see what Wumi wrote on Zara, so I would like to read it out now. I know most people must have heard about it, but some people must have not heard about it. Sorry. So I would like to read it out. Hold on, please. Okay. Exclusive. Sarah reporters. Tearful Mohbad's wife blames father-in-law for autopsy test failure to reveal cause of singer's death. Laments horrid burial. Oh, sorry. So, I read. Sarah reporters earlier reported that Wahab Shitu San, the lawyer representing Mohbad family, said that a pathologist, Professor Sunday Oseyemi, said that the actual causes of the late singer's death could not be ascertained. Omomi Aloba, the wife of the late singers, Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, has blamed her late husband's father, Joseph Aloba, for being responsible for the failed autopsy test that could not ascertain the actual cause of the late singer's death. Sarah reporters earlier reported that Wahab Shitu, the lawyer representing Mohbad's family, said that a pathologist, Professor Sunday Osayemi, said that later Kolemiji, sorry, I've read that part, but I'll still go on with it. Said that the actual cause of the late singer's death could not be ascertained. Shitu told Sarah reporters that the pathologist from the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUT, told the Lagos Coroner Magistrate Adedayo Shotobi that the results of an autopsy conducted on Mohbad's body failed to ascertain the actual cause of his death because of several reasons, including that it took about 21 days before the autopsy was conducted. He noted that by then, the deceased body had started decomposing. When contacted for her reaction to the revelation by the pathologist, Mohbad's wife, Omomi, lamented in tears that she had been sad and heartbroken since Wednesday after the pathologist's testimony in court. Comment section. She accused her father-in-law of being responsible for the inability of the autopsy test to ascertain the cause of her husband's death, lamenting that the late singer father ignored everyone's place and hurriedly buried her husband. She told Sahara reporter, "I have been sad. I have been heartbroken since yesterday when I got the news on what the pathologist said about the autopsy of my husband." Bọ́ọ̀ ní ayé Wùnmí ṣe rí báyìí ná. Má ṣe.
Mo dẹ̀ ń bọ́ ọ̀tẹ̀ ń ká inú dẹ̀ ń run mi ṣá. Inú ń run mi ṣá. Wùnmí sọ Wùnmí ló lọ ṣe lẹ́yìn corona inquest jẹ́ta ni Wùnmí ti ṣe lé báyìí.
Òun náà ṣé àmọ́ bóyá ti kà láàárọ̀
Please, you don't need to blame Wunmi. She's taking advantage of our weakness. I will keep saying this until we get it right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Until we
Thank
get
you,
it
sir.
right.
You cannot blame, it happens everywhere in the world. You cannot blame a suspect for trying to run away and manipulate and get away scot-free. You have to blame the people that are not enacting the rules and regulation to catch said people. If you run a traffic light, I cannot blame you for trying to say you didn't run it. Come on, man. It's just human natural behavior. I have to blame the officer, the police, when we do autopsy in this country. When they tag the body and they send it to the science lab of science, forensic science here. When you go there, the OIC in charge of the case, whether it's murder or anything like that, they will be present. They will be present when they are cutting up everything, making sure that one them are document so that come court time, any officer in your own kinikon, what did you observe? On what day? Pause. We don't know anything.
I think I was saying this yesterday.
Yeah, you said so.
I think I was saying this yesterday. I said, for we to get things right, we need an experienced person, somebody who has undergo a kind of cases like this before. On this one, we are saying family member, this and that. Is that what will give us the justice? No, what we need is who can really front and carry the people along, who has ideas. These are the people we need, not somebody that knows nothing and you are advising him is not listening. So if we remain this way, we continue repeating same thing and time will keep going and these people will keep on doing what? Keep on covering their shit, man. Oh God.
Exactly,
Please,
sir. You need, unfortunately, where we stand right now, you need your police agency, which is the NFA, Nigeria Police Force, or whatever they call themselves. They are the only people allowed to lay criminal charges. And it is glaring at this point. If you ask me, any court was story kan fún wa, story yẹn ló dẹ̀ ń sọ títí dé òní. tẹ́ bá tún jí lọ́la the same story ló ń sọ fún yín. That means pé as a trained investigator, that means pé ẹnìkan ní nǹkan tó máa ń pè ní consistency. Ó dẹ̀ tún ní alibi because kò sí ń bẹ̀. On the other hand, àwọn nǹkan ti fún wa ní a variety of things. Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ní Prado di transformer. Ó gbá Mohbad lẹ́sẹ̀. Mohbad weave ìgbà tó weave ó wá gbá mọ́tò yẹn padà. Ìgbà yẹn kọ́kọ́ ní bọ́ọ̀lù ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n tún ní air infection. Wọ́n tún ní hand. That means pé to a trained investigator, ẹni tó ṣe jáde ní Nigerian Police Academy gan, tó bá wo kéèsì, á lè sọ fún yín pé there is inconsistency which leads to suspicion.
Yes.
Àdẹ̀ntọ́, àwọn kan sọ fún wa pé we don't know what we are talking, which lead to suspicion. It is clear for a blind man to see. Ohun mi dẹ̀ ti ń há torí Ọlọ́run. Jesus Christ. Wọ́n fún wa ní, wọ́n dẹ̀ finger brain wa bí n pé à lọ school.
The oh God.
I travel now.
See, when I look at this issue at times, I feel like crying. Honestly.
You're crying now.
In fact, I'm weak
crying
as I'm talking like
crying. They're not using us to do all day.
This case at this point is still very, very good for us.
But
if we continue with this same step, who miss it?
Àwọn tó wà doctor of toxicology kan tó bá mi sọ ní Amẹ́ríkà. Ó ní nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Ó ní táwọn bá ọ̀nà lè conduct ni. Ó ní doctor tó fẹ́ lò ní Nàìjíríà. Ó náà máa work with that doctor. Àwọn máa sọ nǹkan táwọn need. Àwọn máa supervise ẹ̀. Àwọn máa wo bó ṣe máa gbèdé Amẹ́ríkà dé ní lábà wọn. Ó ní but bàbá ọmọ ó láti give consent láti accept ẹ̀. Ó ní then bàbá ọmọ láti give consent sí ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe tàkọ́kọ́ yẹn. Káwọn wo ohun tó gbà ní tàkọ́kọ́ yẹn. Káwọn wo bóyá ó match pẹ̀lú ohun tó send sí àwọn sìn. Ó ní ó depend the state tó ti fẹ́ ṣe. America is a state tó jẹ́ pé each toxicology state owó tó ń gbà yàtọ̀. Àwọn state kan ship, àwọn bíi Mississippi, àwọn bíi Kentucky, àwọn Louisiana. They based on the standard of living over there. Then Baba Mohbad ó láti bá mú ìwà sọ̀rọ̀. Kọ́ lè mọ tó máa ṣe. Nǹkan tó sọ fún mi nìyẹn, èṣe ó dàbọ̀.
Ẹ ṣe gan. Ṣé ti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ?
I know we can do another one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Mo ti record ẹ̀ báyìí, màá sọ sí yín, ẹ̀mẹ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ sí. Ṣé you understand?
Okay.
Ẹ̀yin ni mo bá sọ.
Okay.
To record ẹ̀.
Yes now.
Send ẹ̀ sí mi.
Màá send ẹ̀ sí yín sí. Oya Crunchy Queen.
Yẹn mi pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọ́ra ni ẹni tó bá rí pé.
It's noted, Perry. I won't say much. I will say it's noted. Okay, it's noted.
Okay, ma.
Thank you, caller. It's noted, ma.
Okay, I'll send it to Brother Lati and Crunchy Queen now. Thank you so much. So, Pet Cage, before I read, you can continue your submission.
Yes. What I'm saying is, at this point, we can still make things right. It's still never bad at all. It's still not bad at all.
Crush Queen.
It's glaring that they are trying to cover up their shit. That is sure.
Money number.
Any
number me. But Perry ni.
Ṣé kó fún mi?
Why not? 100%. 100.
Mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbà kan.
No, á fún yín.
All right, bá mi send the number Crush Queen. Ó yá máa sọ lọ Pet Cage, ẹ má bínú.
Oh, I've lost my thought again. Okay, maybe later. I don't. If I'm talking, I don't.
Sorry about that.
Maybe later. Yeah, later.
Oh yeah, continue, Perry. Who is next? Alibi.
I'm trying to send it to you, but that's send to my first one.
Oh, I want money call. Oh yeah. Hello. Run down.
Ṣé ti rí Wùnmí mo mọ̀ wípé ó dàbí ó fẹ́ máa try láti fáìlì fún ọ̀rọ̀ kó fẹ́ travel yẹn mo mọ̀ pé ọmọ táwọn àìló bá ń rìn òun ló ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe tó wá mú irọ́ ìdílé bàbá Mohbad lórí ó mú ṣẹkẹṣẹkẹ ó ń gbélé wọn lórí tí mo ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn látàárọ̀ ọba ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni inú ń bí mi lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mú mi òní rí bá ti ṣe òní lọ́nà gbogbo ìwọ ló pa Mohbad yọ kò síbi tó lè sá sí mú mi ìwọ ló pa Mohbad ọmọ àlè ọwọ́ ẹ̀ gbé padà síbi tó gbé bọ̀ kì í ṣe ọmọ alọ́ba ọmọ ọwọ́ kì í ṣe ọmọ alọ́ba Wùnmí gbọ́ ọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ padà Wùnmí olè ọ̀lẹ ìwọ ló pa Mohbad kò síbi tó lè yí sí gbogbo àgbáyé tó bá bílíf pé gbogbo èyí tó ń ṣe yẹn o lè ròyìn kó lè mú ẹrù yẹn kó gbé sórí bàbá Mohbad láíláí kò lè work because ìwọ àti Mohbad lẹ wà nínú ilé ìwọ ló gún Mohbad pa mo dẹ̀ sọ pé kẹ́ gbé mi wá sókè bọ̀dá láti wọ́n gbé mi wá sókè.
kí lorúkọ ẹ
gbé mi wá sókè.
mi ò mọ orúkọ ẹ náà kí lorúkọ ẹ sáà mọ.
orúkọ tí mo lò náà ni.
kí dárúkọ ẹ mi ò mọ. bóyá kó sẹ́lẹ̀ mi ò rí Yẹmí Store bí báyìí.
ok sir ẹ ṣe sọ.
private bóyá wà private. bóyá council wà private.
mi ì tí ì rí Yẹmí Store bí báyìí lónìí. tọ́lẹ̀ mo ṣe tún béèrè pé kí lorúkọ tó tún ń lò torí ilẹ̀ máa ń change orúkọ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá. ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ alábàá.
Yeah, can I say something now?
Oh yeah, go on.
No, because do you know why they've read us, they've looked at us, they've seen it that okay, yes, we have voice, we have strength, but they know that we don't really know areas to enter to get things done. So they are making advantage of all that. They are using advantage of all that. Wumi's team or Wumi on the other hand, because they have the government backup, they are now using that backup to cover up every shit and try to shift it to Baba. And now, I think it's high time now, our team, the head of our team, need to now stay down and say, okay, I need to listen to my people and get things done. The truth is, he doesn't know anything about what we are being doing. But if he listens, people can put him through. I think that is what he needs right now, to listen and also listen to the Son. Let the Son brief him on where to go. And he needs to listen. He should keep away. Maybe one is his friend and the other is not his friend. We don't need that now. He needs to listen and then plot the right graph. And as we do that, I tell you, lots of people will answer from the case when they see that the case is not taking new shape and entering the right places, knocking the right doors. You see everybody sit up with their jobs. I don't want to say much. I don't want to call areas where we should enter, but in-house people, with what we've been saying all this while, they need to put all those places in order. Talk to the legal team. I know they know their job. Let them do it. When I said I've had issue before I left Nigeria, and I won the Inspector General of Police. I won. It's not easy, but there are things my own lawyer pointed out to me. Oh, let's enter this office, let's enter this office. Not because he's a lawyer, he wants to carry the whole load alone. No, he see that the power that be is really against this case. Okay, what did they do? What did he do? He said, okay, we need to, I alone cannot do this. My chamber alone cannot do this. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. That was how we went. At the end of the day, we won in 2 different courts. Okay, so it is possible that he listened to his legal team because they know how to go about this case. The legal team also know that this is a big case and they know areas to enter to also support them. These are the things we need at this point. Not when they ask you questions, you'll be angry, you drop out of people. That should stop from now. It should be responsible. Thank you, I beg. Tired.
For leopard cage, don't be tired. Mute your mic. Sorry. So, let me Okay, Crunch, can you want to say something?
Yes, I do. I just want to make a solemn call to anyone that has connection to international media, CNN, BBC, VOA, because going forward, we need to just mount more pressure so that we can push this news into the foreign media. Because local media, most of them may not want to accommodate discussing Mohbad. You know, popular TV stations, they may not want to welcome any discussion on Mohbad. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them may not be comfortable discussing Mohbad on TV stations and even on popular radio stations. So I want to make an appeal to those in the diaspora. In case you have connections, Al Jazeera, BBC, VOA, Sky News, just any print media overseas also that can, Channel 4, thank you, that can give us an avenue to even talk about Mohbad. Please, Ejo, my colleagues in the diaspora, please, if you have any link at all that we can talk about Mohbad, you know, it will be a welcome news. It will be a boost for the movement, so that internationally the governments will know that they can't hide anymore. Let's take this news to the foreign media, please. We know that local media, they may, like somebody said, I think it's D1 or so, they may be afraid for their license to be seized. You know, they may be afraid of government's penalty. But international media, you know, they may be able to give us some hearing to discuss this. So if you are in the diaspora and you have connections or you have links, please reach out to us. Reach out to any host on Facebook, on TikTok, so that this news, this story about Mohbad can reach a wider coverage up to Canada, Australia, anywhere that you have connection in international media. Hey, Joe, please don't say it's too small or is a foolish idea. No, it's not a foolish idea. Any connection you have, please. We have gotten to that stage now that we can't keep quiet. We need to put up pressure, mount up pressure, just like Petskech said, and every other. Just like Petskech said, and every other. Just like Petskech said, and every other idea we need. Let's go international. Bring out your connections. My colleagues in the diaspora, Ejo, Emma Dake, Mohbad is not an ordinary child. Mohbad cannot die in vain. Ejo, please, this is a passionate appeal. The second one I want to talk about is the 50 million reward for anyone that has information that can lead to arrest and conviction in this case. Please, if you have any information at all, there is a 50 million naira reward. They are not donating the money. The money is available already. So if you have any information, please reach out to... It's Otto of Galatisne is Otto. There's
African television, Jari.
No, brother Latisne, this one is Otto. So if you have any information, reach out to Lady Aries. Okay. Let me rephrase. Allegedly, okay, you, brother Latisne, you are correct, allegedly, because I was sent the link too. And I read it. So let me use the word allege. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes, sir.
Ẹ sọ pé local TV ta lè lò. Arise TV ò ṣe òpólè gbàbọ̀dé. Mo ti ń tẹnu mọ́ lájọjọ kan lọ sórí Arise TV. Arise TV ò gbà ti Sanwó-Olú àti Tinubu redeem. Ó máa fún wa ní ọdún ìtàbá fẹ́ ni.
Okay, thank you, ma. We will work on that information, Arise TV. Ẹ ṣé, auntie. We will work on that. We will work on that, ma. We will work on that. God bless you, ma. Okay, so let me just correct myself on that 50 million. It's alleged that the money is available. So let me recorrect. Whoever is screen recording, but it's alleged that there's 50 million reward for anybody who has information that will lead to arrest and conviction, and that person will be taken out of the country on asylum on any country tẹ́ni yẹn bá fẹ́. If you have such information, please reach out to Lady Aries or you reach out to African Television. He's alleged. Thank you very much.
Sorry about that, lads. Larry.
Ó ṣàfihàn wà relevance. Ó ń gbìyànjú bẹ̀yànjú ò yọ kíní tó ṣorí pààrì tó ṣorí bí àgbóléyà yẹn.
Ẹ má yẹ kó kọjá o. Ẹ mọ̀ pé dáwà tí ń bolo máa ń kọjá. Ẹ má yẹ kó kọjá.
Ẹ kó kọjá ṣé mi wá bẹ̀rù ni. Tí ń bàbá gbogbo èèyàn yàbí African TV kan tó parọ́ mọ́ mi. Tó parọ́ mọ́ mi máa bàjá tó dọjọ́ kú ẹ̀ ní tó máa fi kú.
Ẹ wọ́n comment section. Ilé ní Larry Gaga. Ilé ní African TV àbí wetin I hear.
Kí ni ẹ tó bá ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́nu ẹ̀dùn bí wèrè á máa ṣe ìbò wèrè Mohbad.
Justice for Mohbad.
Yọ̀ra yìí o, kí ló dé gan-an?
And justice for Mohbad. We government have to ẹnu ẹ̀dùn bí ó ṣe campaign.
Ọlọ́run ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa wọlé.
No surrender.
Tó bá campaign ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa wọlé.
Oya, Yemister sọ̀rọ̀.
Yemister, hold on, please. Let me finish what I've read there, beg.
Okay.
Okay, so, okay, let me start from there. So she told Sahara reporters, I have been sad. I have been heartbroken since yesterday when I got the news of what the pathologist said about the autopsy of my husband. When my father-in-law wanted to take him away, I begged him. I pleaded. I cried. Everybody around me cried. My mother-in-law cried, but he pushed her away. He pushed her away. Okay. Zlatan Ibile, who is one of my Zlatan Ibile, who is one of my husband industry brothers, pleaded, but he said no. As Zlatan will go drag you. Only will not be Baba. Pleaded, but he said no. My husband's lawyer pleaded, but he said no. Lawyer to Amowo Kutofite Leon Willie Aburo wa Egbon wa Abiyomo wa gbogbo. Okay. Pleaded, he said no. Bella Shmurda called on the phone and pleaded, but my father-in-law said no. Everybody pleaded with my father-in-law, but he refused. He buried my husband hurriedly. He buried my husband the way I didn't even know. When he was taking my husband to the morgue, I was inside. I didn't know when he called the ambulance that took my husband to the morgue. I had to take an Uber to go after them. Wọ́n bí money.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀kọ́, ẹjọ́ Nigeria government ni.
Àti mi dem beat.
It's not our fault now. D1 sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan bí bá tí mo múlẹ̀ kọ pé ó yẹ káwọn ọlọ́pàá gan ti rí pé wọ́n sóyìnbó yẹn pé irọ́ wà nú àwọn nǹkan tó kọ irọ́ kan máa pa irọ́. Wípé ó yẹ kí wọ́n ti rí pé wọ́n ti shoot ara wọn. Gbogbo wọn yẹn ń gbọ́ tọ́rọ̀ tó bá mọ bọ́ yẹn sọ kó bá mi sọ. Bọ́n yẹn gbọ́ ti báwọn ọlọ́pàá gan wo internet wọ́n rí bọ́rọ̀ ṣe ń lọ.
Mo mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ náà. Àfáàtì mi bí tò. Ẹ jẹ́ mú mi.
What up, ladies and gentlemen?
Bralati, quick one. Mi ò ní láti stay for too long. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Regardless of whosoever to buy behind the 50 million naira, either Larry Gaga or African TV, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ká embrace information yẹn. Ṣé ti rí ojú òótọ́ ó jẹ́rọ́ ni a lè sọ àwọn ẹni tó pa ọ̀bọ yẹn ni. Ṣé ti rí àwọn akọ́lẹ̀ ká tó máa against owó yẹn. Ìgbà tó wá prime boy wọ́n gbówó lẹ̀ ó sáré jáde. Ṣé ti rí as long as àbáyà tirẹ̀ tó ní information lọ́wọ́ a jáde owó yẹn gan a lè dágun láàrin ara tó bá fẹ́ di pa gírígírí, but let us try and embrace that information so that àwọn èèyàn wọ́n á lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa wọ́n gbókè o ọmọ owó wà ní ọjọ́ kí n jáde o.
ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ òótọ́ lẹ sọ tó crunch screen nìkan lọ verify information yẹn.
Ayé tí àwọn gan wọ́n lè ẹ pé wọn ò ṣe ojú wọn ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọkọ̀ gbọ́ information ni bó ṣe ti rí fún gan ó fi pay wa ni because ẹ tó ní information lọ́wọ́ tí ò bá ti rí owó tó ń gbélẹ̀ àti opportunity ṣebí kò ní fi information lẹ́ni.
kémi tó lè fẹnu kun sẹ kán lọ verify ẹ kí n tó lè polówó.
Well èmi kàn ń gbé ṣe ti rí either verify or not ká bá wọn polongo ẹ tẹ́ni tó ní information bá jáde mo mọ̀ ń pé fún tó èèyàn bá sílẹ̀ inú wa máa dùn pé a ti rí pàtó original info tá à ń fẹ́ even gan owó yẹn gan a lè dá gan within how many days láàrin ara wa because a ti rí nǹkan tó ta fẹ́ a ti rí bọ́n ṣe record ẹ̀ bọ́n ṣe gé orí ẹ̀ bọ́n ṣe fa orí ẹ̀ wọ́n ti fi hàn lórí video call so inú wa máa dùn láti dáwó gan náà so nǹkan tẹ́mi kọ́ ni mo kì í sọ nìyẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ilẹ̀ kí n máa ṣe fàájì lọ.
ẹni kan já sáré round up ẹjọ mú un lọ.
Okay.
Show love now.
My husband did not even sleep in the morgue. He was kept outside till morning. I didn't even know they wanted to bury my husband. I got to know through the media and I ran down there. They had already put him inside a coffin and his neck was even bent. Ṣé wọ́n mi tó dúró síbi ẹ̀gbẹ́ pósí tó ní kọ́ ẹ má ṣí o tó ń ṣọwọ́ báyìí.
Lọ́lọ́ báwo ló ṣe tí ó bá ń gbà tí ó mọ̀ gbọ́n fẹ́ sin òkú gbogbo àwọn preparation tí wọ́n prepare sínú pósí báwo ló yẹ meet up. Báwo ló lórí burúkú yẹn ṣe meet up kí ló dé tó tí ó ṣe jẹ́ pé wọ́n débẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ìpèsè tó ṣèwà kó wá ní wọ́n ti sín tán. Báwo ló yẹ meet up láti ju gbogbo sàárè nǹkan tó jù sínú tí ó bá mọ̀ kàn fẹ́ ṣe ó ṣe tètè jẹ́ àwọn àfáà ṣe jẹ́ kó rẹ́dì full time tó fẹ́ sin Mohbad.
Àwọn fọ́ o mo bẹ́ẹ̀ gan pàápàá.
Àbí ọ̀rọ̀ kan mò ń béèrè ni.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ béèrè.
Bí àwọn wèrè tó ń support ò ní ronú báwa ṣe ronú yẹn.
Wàláì kíní yẹn ń fọyàn lórí Ọlọ́run bá gbọ́.
Honestly.
Ẹ̀yin ìjọba ló jẹ́ kó máa fọ́ wa lórí jù nítorí pé ìjọba ló ń pàmpà Wùnmí.
Perry mo ti sọ fún yín náà ọ̀gá Látìsá yín náà mọ̀ náà who is Wùnmí?
I would have known everything that happens to my husband. Lente John Benley. She said, I know the autopsy would have revealed everything for the world to see. For somebody that a nurse gave an injection with almost 7 people in the same room, the autopsy could not detect it because it was buried horridly. They even placed a heavy stone on my husband's grave. What for? Nobody deserves to be treated that way after death. After death. For the pathologist to have said that
at this point,
in the year
that the legal team they need to sue her. If it is law separate. Kókè máa lọ separate náà torí inú tẹ̀ ń bí mi orí mi tẹ̀ ń fọ́ mi gan torí inú gidi ń bí mi gidi gan. Torí àwọn ti fún lọ́wọ́ jù. Yes, we know the government are behind her, but with this she's saying again, they shouldn't take it lightly with her. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn, let them quickly, tí eléyìí ó yẹ kó máa lọ fast ni. Irú rubbish wo ni ìyẹn náà? Wọ́n má pa wá náà èèyàn. Because of this matter, I did not go to work yesterday and today. If you see all the time I've been with you people, okay, normal day you see me at work, I'll just talk a little and just go. Kíni ó ń bíyàn nínú náà?
Ìjọ́ lè mi kàn ṣiṣẹ́. Ó ń gbaṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ many people. Mi ò ṣiṣẹ́ bí n ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ẹ wò, wọ́n need láti mú ọmọ yín. Wọ́n need láti mú ọmọ yín.
Hello, brother. Láti ṣé mo lè sọ.
Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ Yẹ́mísítọ̀.
Ló jẹ́ kó sáré sọ̀rọ̀ nù, jẹ́ kó sáré sọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀. Ó yá sáré sọ̀rọ̀.
Hello gbogbo ilé. ẹ jọ ká tẹ irọ́ tí Wùnmí wá pa fún wa yìí irọ́ tó wá pa fún wa yìí kí ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé kí ló pọ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe pa Wùnmí ò rí sọ fún wa láti jọjọ́ yìí o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ó lè máa lọ rojọ́ bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ kó máa rojọ́ ìyá ìyàwó kó máa rojọ́
ó lè ń
àna
parọ́
ọkọ.
owó òkú bàbá yẹn ó lè ń kó ṣẹ́kẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé Wùnmí ìwọ ló pa Mohbad ò ń ṣọkọ ẹ̀ boyfriend ní ọmọ àlè lọ́mọ owó ẹ̀ kì í ṣọmọ Mohbad.
Ṣé ká lè rò pé bàbá Mohbad ló pa Mohbad ni?
Yes, ó ń dá padà sórí ìyá bàbá Mohbad ni pé bàbá Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ ló pa Mohbad nǹkan tí Wùnmí ń try láti sọ fún wa nìyẹn.
Bó ṣe ń nẹ́ẹ̀lì bàbá Mohbad yẹn kò ṣe nẹ́ẹ̀lì ìyá Mohbad káwò.
Kò lè ní
òun ló
ìyá
ti
Mohbad.
kọ́kọ́ rán ìyá Mohbad jáde láti ilé wa máa parọ́ mọ́ bàbá Mohbad Wùnmí ò mọ̀ bóyá fẹ́ parọ́ yẹn ni.
Kò lè ní ìyá Mohbad náà.
Wùnmí ìwọ ló pa Mohbad mo fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ Wùnmí ìwọ ló pa Mohbad ọmọ àlè lọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀. ó ní nǹkan tí mo tẹ̀fẹ́ sọ ẹ wá ń sọ wípé gbogbo àwọn tó sanwó fún àwọn tó sanwó fún wọn wá jáde wọn sọ pé ìyá Lọ́ládé ló kọ́ ọrùn Mohbad tó kọ́ ẹsẹ̀ Mohbad tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ìwọ Wùnmí àti Dàróṣà lẹ́kọ́ ọrùn Mohbad lẹ́kọ́ ẹsẹ̀ Mohbad oníyà Lọ́ládé àwọn gúrùpù ẹ̀ ló bá ń rojọ́ bẹ̀ tó sanwó fún gbogbo wọn sọ pé kí ìyá Lọ́ládé wá ṣàlàyé bó ṣe kọ́rùn Mohbad bó ṣe kọ́ ẹsẹ̀ Mohbad tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Wùnmí àti Dàróṣà ní ó kún ọrùn Mohbad ló kún ẹsẹ̀ Mohbad.
rárá nínú kéèsì tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ẹ rí i pé wọn tó nẹ́ẹ̀lì ìyá Mohbad bóyá ní ìjọ bóyá sáré àwọn tó fẹ́ kàtọ́.
Wùnmí wọ́n sì tako wá ẹjọ́ gbogbo àwọn legal team lọ́ọ̀yà wa ẹ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí.
Ṣé nẹ́tíwọ̀kì ló ń dá ìlàmù ní Nàìjíríà báyìí lẹ́yìn ṣe ń gbọ́ téèyàn ni.
Okay, again, okay, for somebody that a nurse gave an injection with almost 7 people in the same room, the autopsy could not detect it because it was buried horridly. They even placed a heavy stone on my husband's grave. What for? Nobody deserved to be treated that way after death. For the pathologist to have said that in the year that he had been working, he had never seen somebody bury such a manners, show how wicked the people who killed my husband are. It was my father-in-law and his co that did that to my husband.
Stop mẹ́ẹ̀ náà.
Ayé Wùnmí ti bàjẹ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ fún 1 minute.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí Sister Perry kà nípa Sahara ẹ̀? Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí Wùnmí ń try láti sọ fún everybody ni wípé bàbá ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kóun get justice fún Mohbad? Nǹkan tó ń try láti sọ nìyẹn. Bóyá kẹ jẹ́ kí Sister ẹ̀ kó tún ka kíní ẹ̀ fún everybody kó tún gbọ́ ègé.
Láti bó sà.
Níwọ̀n mi yẹn, nǹkan tó ń try láti sọ fún bàbá ni ó ní bàbá ni ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kóun get justice. Ẹ jẹ́ kó tún kàlá.
Like Baba needs to sue me for this thing, honestly. Tí bàbá ò bá tiẹ̀ ṣe kankan pẹ̀lú Sahara reporter yìí statement yìí Baba needs to sue me on this, honestly, Perry.
Okay, it was my father-in-law and his code that did that to my husband. My husband suffered while alive and suffered in death. His body has been kept inside the morgue.
Ta ló suffer olórí burúkú? Ta ló suffer? Ṣé bàbá náà ló suffer ọmọ ẹ̀?
In the morgue for 8 years.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ìtí rún mi nú máka mi ò rò pé mo lè gbọ́ mọ́.
And now they could not get the results of the cause of his death because he was buried horridly. How could a celebrity be buried in such hurry? And that his father was at the scene when he was buried, and it was raining heavily, but he still allowed them to put my husband inside the grave. She further alleged that when she got there.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni tí bàbá ò bá lè ṣe nǹkan kan lórí eléyìí mi ò mọ nǹkan tá a tún wá káàkiri mọ́jọ mi ò kí ni ti sú mi mẹ́ àwọn mẹ́.
Joshua mo lè rí 1 minute
Mo
sir.
work of legal head mi, mo work of Google head. Gbogbo mo work of ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé kíní kan
Wọ́n
jẹ́
jẹ́ kí n kà tán ká tó sọ anything because orí ti fẹ́ máa fíìmù náà jẹ́ má bínú. Still allowed them to put my husband in the grave. She further alleged that when she got there, my father-in-law asked people to kidnap me and my son, and I had to run for my life. According to her, the pathologist said that if Mohbad's body had been exhumed between 24 hours and 48 hours after he was buried, they would have been able to determine the cause of his death. But because he stayed over a week inside the shallow grave where they buried my husband, they could not get anything because his organs had decomposed. If my father-in-law had listened to me, all this thing would not have happened. Now see.
Má ka kíní ẹ̀ mọ́ sọ jọ kò sẹ́ni fẹ́ gbọ́.
Bọ́dà láti sinẹ́ má fi ṣèbínú. Wùmí ń tó ṣẹ́ asylum lẹ̀ ni. Ẹ má fi ṣèbínú rárá. Ó ń tó ṣẹ́ jápa lẹ̀ ni. Kò dẹ̀ síbi tó fẹ́ sá lọ. Kò sí country tó máa gbà ẹ́ Wùmí. You will answer for your crime. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ. O àmọ́ pé ó ń tó ṣẹ́ lẹ̀ ni. But kò síbi tó fẹ́ sá lọ. You cannot leave Nigeria. You will pay for what you did to Mohbad.
Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí náà?
Èmi mo fẹ́ sọ pé ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ sáré sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Ẹ ṣé.
You are my brotherhood. Why you
brotherhood ni ẹ mọ̀ pé mo máa wá once in a while. Okay. Sherry, to be honest, I don't blame Wunmi. People might ask me why. There are several reasons. There is something we call the power of the pen. If you are not making use of the power of the pen, even the fool will take you for a fool. You understand? From the onset, when Wunmi has started all this blah, 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 and they left her alone, that's where the problem started. To be honest, to some of us that really wanted justice, it seems or it looks as if even the owner does not want a justice. Because this is not the first time Wunmi is coming up to be saying all these jargons, and nothing has been done. Baba hire people that have what we call power of the pen, but they are not making use of the power of the pen. And let me just tell you something, and that's what Wunmi is using. She's using it, but people that ought to have used it, they are not using it. See, Sherry, we have been talking and talking and talking and saying many things.
Work of legal team.
We without actions. You will see people speaking English, speaking Queen's English, speaking. See, enough of all those things. We should just forget about it. Enough of it. You understand? Some people will come on board, say this. How long will you do that? The first thing they should have done is strip women off the name of Aloba. I've said this. That should have been the first thing they should have done. Strip her of the name Aloba. Make it known to her and everybody that Wunmi is not our wife and is not married to our son. By then, Wunmi will be the one to be forced to be claiming that I married your son. Then Wunmi will be the one to be running to do the DNA. All this one that they are doing, running is our wife. You also want to do a DNA and you are saying is your wife. See, sometimes it doesn't work that way. Strip her of her power. Strip her of her power, then she will have no legal right to stand. You understand? Then she will not be the one to be running a task to be claiming, truly, I married your son, and this baby belongs to your son. Then prove to us that this baby belongs to our son. Then DNA will come in. By then, it will not even be the Aloba chasing her to do DNA. She will now be the one to be forced to do the DNA herself. Or you are asking someone to do DNA, and you are still calling the person is our wife. Is our wife. Who does that? Sherry, see, we should just leave her alone. We shouldn't blame her or blame Falana. We should blame the legal team and people advising Baba. People surrounding Baba are not advising him rightly, including the legal team, including the person that is being called Baba brother, as many as those of them that have a group. So, see, you guys are doing nothing. The truth of the matter is you are doing nothing. You will just come online, speak English, speak English, speak English. At the end of it all, you will go. Wunmi come, Mama Mohbad will come, say nonsense. At the same time, you guys will come online, speak English, speak English, speak English for the past 8 months. 8 months. For 8 good months. 8 months. And you, by the time the government said they are doing their autopsy and toxicology, by then, Baba Mohbad should have done his own. There's something we call counter-attack. But we have not done that. See, Ẹjọ́ gbogbo English tẹ́ wá ń sọ lórí online gbogbo èyí tẹ́ ń support ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo English wọ̀nyẹn. You guys are not, to be honest with you guys, you are doing nothing. Nothing. If you don't have anybody to tell you the truth, you guys are doing nothing. You will just come online, speak English, then you will go back again. Speak English. Is it the first time Wunmi is coming out to say this? Is it the first time? Mama Mohbad came out to say something. Was it the first time? What have they done? The same thing. Look at them. Next month, they will still come up again. The same English that you guys will be saying, speaking English. You guys will just be speaking English without no action. Make use of the power of the pen.
All right.
Enough of the English that you guys are speaking all the time. You are not helping matters.
All right. Hey, 1 minute. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ilé tí ìfọ́sùn tó kọ yẹ, ẹ máa rí àwọn lígìtì bàbá wọn ní ìgbésẹ̀ kan. Tó bá ti pé wọ́n lè ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ kán ti máa gbé láti ilẹ̀, á tó mú eléyìí náà jẹ. Ìgbà tó gún bàbá wọn ò gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Ó fọ́ngbà yẹn pé òun mọkú tó kọkọ òun. Ìgbésẹ̀ wo náà gbé? Kí ni nǹkan tán kọ fún? Ó lóun mọkú tó kọkọ òun. Ṣé nígbà yẹn ló yẹ kán ti pè jáde òkè ó yá lọ sọ tẹnu ẹ̀ fún orí ìgbésẹ̀ gbé.
Bó ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ sẹ́ni voice note yẹn lẹ́ ń sọ yẹn. Tó ní bàbá máa kú yẹn, tó ní bàbá máa kú ìgbà ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ kí legal team ti jáde.
Ìgbà yẹn nìyá Mohbad náà bọ́ta. Ó ní bàbá ló ní kán wá gbọ̀n pa. Gbogbo ìyẹn ló yẹ ká náà fi mọ táǹkà wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ti gbogbo ìgbà yẹn àwọn ò ṣe nǹkan kan. Wọ́n kàn sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ wèrè ni ìyá Mohbad sọ. Bọ́ọ̀lù ẹni tó bímọ tó mọ̀ pé wọ́n gún ọmọ òun ni tó dẹ̀ tún sọ lówe fún wa pé ẹ̀yin lẹni kan wá gún pa. Ṣé bóyá kán gbé ìyá Mohbad kan lọ fọlọ́pàá gbé nínú oko tó wà ní? Kán lọ àárẹ̀ ẹ̀sẹ̀ kan tì mọ́ yàrá kó yá ìwọ ló lọ́pọ̀ ẹ ló gún pa. Ìgbà ilé yẹ kán ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ wọn ò rí gbé. Eléyìí tó kọ yìí sẹ́mọ̀ pé ó sọ fún wa. Ó ń sọ ó ní tí ọkọ sì bá jáde lòun tó lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọkọ sì ti jáde ó dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ti mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ bá jáde nínú ọ́tọ́sì pé kò lè sí rìsọ́ọ̀tì gidi.
Ẹ rántí pé ìyá Mohbad náà ti sọ pé autopsy ti jáde ti pẹ́ more than 3 months kọ́ lọ.
Tó sọ wípé wọ́n ti dé káwọn wá gbé pé bàbá ni òjè káwọn sísọ wọ́n ti mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ jáde. Tó ìgbà tó rí fáwọn ti bàbá náà gbé ìgbésẹ̀ kankan àkànṣe àti gbọ́ àti ọ̀dà Gandhi wọ́n dẹ̀ mú wa.
Èmi ò lè máa continue show.
Eléègan tó kọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ wọn ò lè fẹ́ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ kankan lé lórí ọmọ ní kán mọ̀ wọ́rí.